Hello, everyone, and welcome to this webinar on Mastering Google Cloud NetApp Volumes Block Performance Strategy and Support Session. My name is AJ, and I'll be your host today. We are thrilled to have you join us in today's session. Our experts will cover hands-on walkthrough of GCNV Block features, workload alignment, key technical advantages, and block capabilities. Before we begin, I'd like to quickly go over few housekeeping items. Feel free to submit your questions through the Q&A panel at any time. Our engineers will address your questions after the presentation. We encourage active participation, so please don't hesitate to engage with us throughout the webinar. Now, I would like to invite Varun to take over from here.
Thank you, Akshita. Good morning, everyone. My name is Varun. I am a customer success engineer here in NetApp. And welcome to Coffee with Customer Success. And I'm joined by Sajid. Sajid, do you want to introduce yourself?
Yeah. Hi. I am Sajid. I'm a product manager with Google Cloud NetApp Volumes. I handle some of the aspects on Google Cloud NetApp Volumes block side of things. Yeah. Varun, back to you.
Thank you, Sajid. So thank you once again, everyone, for being part of this webinar. So before we start, a quick agenda and a goal check. Today, we will be covering what Google Cloud NetApp Volume Block is, which workloads benefits, why customers choose it, and how can we help you to validate it quickly. So the goal is simple, to help you decide whether GCNV Block is a good fit for your SAN or database workloads in Google Cloud. So just one point before we start. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to put that in the chat and we will be answering your questions. So let's start with the foundation. GCNV Block is a shared block storage built for you customers who wants to run enterprise SAN applications in Google Cloud without changing the way you're already operating. So what does that mean? It means two key things. One is familiarity. So you get the same reliability, consistency, and data management capabilities you're used to with NetApp ONTAP, but delivered as a fully managed Google Cloud service. Secondly, let's say you have an enterprise SAN workload which is already running in on-premise NetApp, and you would like to modernize it. You can use a SnapMirror seamless replication to migrate your workloads from your on-premise to GCNV seamlessly and without any refactoring. So it's just a lift and shift from your existing to modernization. Let's look at the feature stack of Google Cloud NetApp Volume Block. And I'll cover this at a high level. At the protocol layer, Block supports iSCSI, designed for shared SAN access. And from a management perspective, everything is fully managed. What that means is all you have to do is go to the Google console, type for NetApp volumes, start creating your storage pool for the iSCSI, and start your journey from there. And you can operate it using Google Cloud Console. You can use APIs, and you can use Terraform. And all this is integrated tightly with Google's metrics and logging. And data efficiency. This is where the NetApp DNA actually shines. We offer an on-demand scaling of both capacity and performance independently. Features like thin clones allows you to spin up an development environment in seconds without consuming extra storage. And also while auto-tiering ensures that your cold data does not eat up your hot tier storage. Data security. Security is non-negotiable for any infrastructure. So we offer you iSCSI host groups for granular access control. And for your compliance and governance required customers, we protect your data at rest using Google Cloud Customer Managed Encryption Key as well. And finally, data protection. We bring our industry-leading backup and recovery to Block here. So what does that mean is you get instant snapshots, cross-region integrated backups, and cross-zone high availability. This ensures that even in the event of a zonal failure, your mission-critical block volume remains online and performant. So what applications benefit from this? This is where the fit really matters. So GCNV Block is best suited for 4 common workload patterns, starting with self-managed databases like SQL, Oracle, Postgres, especially when customer wants snapshots, cloning, replication, and all at sub-millisecond latency. Secondly, for enterprise SAN workloads, a commercial application like Meditech or internally developed SAN applications that requires shared block storage with predictable performance. Then Kubernetes with iSCSI, where customers need many small LUNs, as small as 1 GB, with strong performance isolation. And finally, for VMware workloads, currently we support in-guest LUN support feature as well. So if any of these workloads resonate within your environment, definitely GCNV is worth for a closer look. So why NetApp volumes shared block? Why do customers have to go for this? So we are focusing on 4 main high-level points here. One is the performance. GCNV block is designed for high IOPS and throughput at a sub-millisecond latency with shared SAN semantics. Second, data protection. That offers you instant snapshots, incremental backups, and replications, all built in. And operational efficiency. Features like thin clones and SnapMirror-based migration reduce your operational overhead, especially for a hybrid cloud environment. And finally, the cost control. I would like to spend a few seconds in cost control here. 2 important points here is the on-demand custom performance. So usually workloads are rarely static for customers. So a lot of times customers over provision for the peak that happens for that 5%, and that end up wasting money for the rest of the 95%. So with GCNV, we allows for your instant throughput and IOPS adjustment. So you can scale up your performance during your peak burst hours, and you can dial it back after your rush is over. So thereby, we provide you that flexibility and resulting in a cost optimization. Then decouple storage and compute. So in a standard cloud storage, the performance is often taxed by the VM size. For example, when you take hyperdisk balanced, it requires 32 virtual CPUs to achieve a high performance of 100K IOPS and 1.6 GB per second for SQL workloads. Whereas if you go with GCNV block, it delivers equivalent performance with only 8 virtual CPUs, because the performance is literally decoupled from the compute. Thereby, you can cost optimize your infrastructure. And of course, the auto tiering helps you to move your cold data blocks to a low cost storage automatically by the system itself. So this slide is mainly focused on how big and how fast can you go with GCNV unified block. So you can start by creating a storage pool anywhere from 1 TB up to 425 TB. And within that pool, you can create a volume or a LUN, iSCSI LUN, as small as 1 GB and as large as 128 TB. And performance is flexible here. You get a baseline throughput and IOPS included, and you can scale this up to 5 GB per second and IOPS up to 160K based on your workload needs. So the key point here is you don't have to over provision your storage upfront. You scale when your workload demands it, thereby resulting in a huge cost optimization. So just to cover everything in a single slide in a nutshell, that is block capabilities. We offer you zonal and regional deployments. You can use snapshot. You can have thin clones for agility. You can secure your workloads by using iSCSI host group, which gives you granular access control. And from the governance standpoint, features like encryption using customer managed encryption key and VPC service controls helps you to meet your security requirements. And for data protection, there is in-region, cross-region replication and backup, and also SnapMirror-based migration, including bi-directional replication, which is in a preview mode right now. So at this point, I just want to briefly shift from the technology to how we, NetApp, can work with you. So as I introduced earlier, I'm a customer success engineer, and my role in customer success is to make sure you realize the value from the service, not just deploy it and hope for the best. So you can think of me as a technical partner and an internal advocate focused purely on your outcomes. So from the customer success perspective, we have 5 most common ways we engage with our customers. So I would like to go through this so that you understand how you can utilize us. So starting with, we have a value accelerator program. So it's a technical session that we offer to our customers to familiarize you with the product features, new releases, and the design to make sure that the service is being understood and the service is used to the fullest of the values. Then health checks and design review. We provide you with a comprehensive assessment of your current setup, the usage and configurations, make sure it meets the best practices and recommendations. Then if you are in the phase of migration, or if you have a migration in the pipeline, we will be your migration assistant, where we work with you to validate your migration strategies, ensure all critical steps are covered and aligned on a successful go-live criteria. So we will be throughout this journey of migration to make sure that you have successfully moved from the source to the target. And the support cases. So in case of any critical issues or any issues for that matters, and if you require traction on it, I will be your internal advocate, escalating in the backend, make sure that you get the resolution at the earliest. And the roadmap review. So it's a mutual understanding of what is coming from the product side and what is coming from your side, so that both of us understand and planned ahead for the future demands, so that there's a proactive value realization and a strategic growth. So having said this, to close the whole presentation, the 2 simple things which I would like to put forth is, we can start with deploying a GCNV unified block, set up in minutes, and test it with one of your most demanding workloads. And you can find it for yourself how this service offers you benefits. And secondly, like I said, I'm the customer success engineer for the whole APAC region. So you can reach out to me anytime. I can work with you on not just on the GCNV block side, on the whole entire GCNV side. So if you have any blockers, if you require any technical sessions, you want better understanding of the product, you can reach out to me. I can arrange for a session and I can work closely with you to make sure that you are happy in this GCNV journey with us. So having said that, the presentation is done. Thank you. So right now, we can be open for question and answers session.
You're welcome to either drop your questions in the chat or raise your hand if you'd prefer to ask it live, and we can unmute you. And we have our engineers over here who can help you with your questions and answer your questions. Okay, Satish, you should be able to speak now.
Thank you for giving me chance to speak. Good morning, everyone. So I'm just asking about the for this presentation, are we going to get any kind of document so that we can get like we can go through that and we can evaluate ourselves so that we can, if we have any query, we can come up with that.
Yes.
Yes,
Sorry.
we will be sharing the slide of this presentation along with the session recording as well.
Along with that kind of solution also, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
Are you getting my point, Varun, what I'm asking?
Yes. We will share
Okay.
the documentation as well.
Yeah, thank you so much. Bye.
So to add on to what Akshata and Varun mentioned, we have some community blogs also done, basically covering how to get started with your iSCSI. Then we have blogs on SQL stuff, so we can share that as well.
Okay. We still have some time left. If you have any questions, again, we are happy to address them. You can just use the raise hand option and we'll unmute you and you can ask your question live. Please don't hesitate to ask any questions. We are happy to answer any of your queries.
Okay, if there are no questions, I can maybe I can take 2 minutes of your time to just show a quick demo. Akshita, is that okay?
Yes, please.
Okay, all right. So you can see my screen, right?
Yes, Varun.
Yes. All right. Okay. So as I said, this function, this feature is a fully managed service. So which means you can just search for NetApp volumes over here in the Google console. You get the service over here. And if you want to spin up an iSCSI storage for your workload requirements, you can click on create and fill up these details. Provide the location. The Flex is the service level that offers the iSCSI feature. And under Flex, you would find two types, file and unified. You can go with unified. And unified offers you an advanced on-tap management. So apart from managing the service via Google Console, enabling on-tap mode will help you to manage your service using REST APIs, on-tap API calls. Then, like I said, you can deploy the iSCSI in zonal or in regional. Let's go with regional. And you can start your capacity anywhere from 1 tip. So just go with 2 tip. And as I explained, your performance is flexible. You can increase your throughput and AOPS based on your workload requirements. So if you want to start with the default offering of two tip, that is 1 tip, 164 and 1024, or you can expand it based on your workload requirement. Let's say I go with 250 MIPS and 4,000 AOPS. Select your network. And if you want to enable encryption using CMAC, you can click on that. If you want to enable auto tiering, you can enable that as well and click on create. So your storage pool will spin up in 10 to 15 minutes. Once that is done, you can go to your volumes and create a volume. You can select the storage pool. Select which operating system you want to provision this device to. So there is before you can provision to an system, you have to create a host group where you add the initiators. So you can add the initiator group, host groups where you can add all the IQNs of your client systems, and you can map this volume to that particular host group. And you can put your capacity here. You start with 1 chip. And if you want to enable snapshots, you can enable snapshots here. If you want to have backup configured, you can allow the backup over here. You can click and create. And if you want to do a development testing for your production workloads, you can create a thin clone volume. So you can go to your snapshot uh, to which point in time copy you want to create a testing environment. You can click on that snapshot. You can create a new volume from the snapshot. And you can map this cloned volume to an existing host group, or if you want to test against a different servers altogether, you can do that as well. So just not mapping anywhere, I'm just creating it. So these are the few things which you can do in a minute. So having said that, I'm just concluding here. If you have any questions on this, please feel free to raise your questions. Otherwise, if you want to have a more in-depth technical discussion on this, please reach out to me. I will provide you my email address. Please reach out to me. I can set up a one-to-one call with you and take it forward from there. Thank you.